long before dinosaurs ruled the earth. Before birds soared through the skies or mammals scurried beneath ancient ferns, the oceans were the true kingdoms of life. And within those primordial seas swam a creature so formidable, so terrifying, that it would remain unmatched for millions of years. That creature was Dunkleosteus, a prehistoric marine predator whose name still sends a chill through the annals of paleontology. Dubbed the ocean's nightmare, this fearsome giant was a master of armored power, bone-crushing force, and evolutionary brilliance. Welcome back, everyone! Here to tell you the story of the armored titan of the Devonian, Dunkleosteus, aka the ocean's nightmare. So let's get to it. What was Dunkleosteus? Dunkleosteus was a species of placoderm, an extinct class of armored fish that thrived during the Devonian period, roughly 382 to 358 million years ago. Placoderms were among the first jawed vertebrates, and Dunkleosteus was the crown jewel of them, all one of the largest, most dangerous predators of its time. Named after David Dunkel, a renowned American paleontologist, and combined with the Greek word osteon, meaning bone, Dunkleosteus was first described in the 19th century. Though scientific understanding of it has evolved dramatically since. In the late Devonian, Earth's continents were mostly clustered together in a supercontinent called Pangaea, while the surrounding seas teemed with life. This was a time when fish were undergoing a major evolutionary radiation, giving rise to many of the forms that would rule the oceans for hundreds of millions of years. Among the most successful of these early fish were the placoderms, a diverse group of jawed vertebrates characterized by their thick armor. Placoderms ranged in size from small bottom-dwelling species to gigantic predatory behemoths like Dunkleosteus. While the vast majority were bony fish, some had skeletons made of cartilage like sharks or rays. Their armor varied too, consisting of plates made of dentin or bone-covering parts or all of their bodies. But despite their bulky armor, placoderms were agile swimmers, maneuvering with ease through the warm, shallow seas of the Devonian. They predated sharks, evolving during the early Devonian period and diversifying rapidly throughout the epoch. By the late Devonian, placoderms dominated the world's oceans, filling niches from filter feeding to active predation. One of the most fearsome examples was Dunkleosteus, a gargantuan placoderm that reached lengths of over 33 feet 10 meters and weighed several tons, with its broad, heavily muscled body and massive armored head and thorax. Dunkleosteus resembled a cross between a shark and a dinosaur, possessing the streamlined form of one and the menacing bulk of the other. This formidable predator swam the seas of today's eastern North America, Europe, and northern Africa, hunting anything that dared cross its path. Its armored skull, comprised of thick, interlocking plates that acted like a natural helmet, protected its brain and enabled it to fight, feed, and even cannibalize its own kind without risk of serious injury. Its head was also home to one of the most terrifying weapons in the ancient seas, its bony jaws. Unlike modern fish or sharks, which use rows of teeth to slice through flesh, Dunkleosteus had no teeth at all. Instead, it had two pairs of sharp, bony plates that formed a shear-like mechanism. These plates, modified scales anchored deep within its head were perfectly suited for crushing bone and tearing through flesh. And as if this wasn't enough, these bony blades were self-sharpening. Each time they came together, they honed their edges further, ensuring maximum cutting efficiency. But what truly set Dunkleosteus apart was the speed of its bite. It could open and close its jaws in 20 milliseconds, creating a powerful suction effect that pulled prey into its mouth before they even had a chance to react. This combination of speed and force made it one of the most efficient killing machines of the Paleozoic seas. The bite. Nature's bone-crushing weapon, Dunkleosteus, possessed one of the strongest bites of any animal known to science, capable of crushing bones with ease and tearing through flesh like paper. But what was it about its bite that made it such a formidable weapon? To understand the awfulness of Dunkleosteus's bite, we need to look at two key factors: force and speed. Force, simply put, refers to the amount of pressure Dunkleosteus could exert on its prey. This is commonly measured in pounds per square inch psi. For context, a lion has a bite force of around 1,000 psi, while a hyena's is closer to 800 psi. Humans, on the other hand, have a bite force of approximately 120 psi. Consider this: Dunkleosteus had a bite force of 6,000 to 8,000 psi. This means that its jaws could exert a crushing force several times greater than that of a lion or hyena, easily crushing bones and tearing through flesh with little effort. But force alone doesn't tell the whole story. Speed plays an equally crucial role. Quickly, Dunkleosteus delivered its bone-crushing bite was just as impressive as the force itself. Modern technology allows us to measure the speed of an animal's bite by using high-speed cameras to capture the movement of its jaws. A typical dog bite occurs in approximately 60 milliseconds, while a human bite takes around 30 milliseconds. Dunkleosteus, on the other hand, could open and close its jaws in just 20 milliseconds. This lightning-fast strike caught its prey off guard, allowing Dunkleosteus to quickly secure a meal. It's this unique combination of a powerful bite and incredible speed that made Dunkleosteus one of the most feared predators of its time. Its ability to crush bones and tear through flesh with such swiftness ensured that its prey had no chance of escape. Indeed, few creatures in the history of Earth were as perfectly adapted for predation as Dunkleosteus, apex predator of the Devonian. As one of the largest, most heavily armored, and fastest predators of its day, Dunkleosteus had few natural enemies, ruling the seas with an iron fin. Its reign as king of the Devonian is evidenced by the sheer diversity of creatures it hunted, ranging from other placoderms to ancient sharks, armored fish, and soft-bodied cephalopods. No living organism was safe from the wrath of the ocean's nightmare. With its armored skull and impenetrable armor, Dunkleosteus could take on creatures much larger than itself without fear of injury. Its bite force was strong enough to shatter the thickest shells and tear through the toughest hides. As a result, Dunkleosteus was a true apex predator, sitting atop the food chain with no rivals to challenge its dominance. Some fossilized remains even show evidence of cannibalism, bite marks on bones of other Dunkleosteus specimens, suggesting that territorial disputes or food scarcity could lead to deadly intra-species conflict. This ruthless behavior highlights the ferocity and relentless nature of this prehistoric predator. When Dunkleosteus roamed the seas, the ocean's ecosystem was largely unexplored territory. It ventured into murky depths where sunlight struggled to penetrate and hunted along the sunlit surface where the water teemed with life. Its preferred habitat, however, seems to have been near reefs and drop-offs where prey was abundant. Imagine swimming along a coral reef 360 million years ago. The vibrant colors of the coral would be a stark contrast to the dark silhouette of Dunkleosteus as it cut through the water. Its massive armored body would cast an eerie shadow on the reef below as it silently approached its unsuspecting prey. Life cycle and reproduction, unfortunately. Much of Dunkleosteus's life cycle remains shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time. However, recent fossil discoveries from related placoderm species have revealed intriguing insights into their reproductive behavior. It appears that internal fertilization was common among placoderms, a significant evolutionary milestone marking one of the earliest instances of this process in vertebrates. This means that Dunkleosteus likely produced offspring through internal fertilization as well. Possible that males used a modified pelvic fin to transfer sperm to females who then gave birth to live young. This mode of reproduction offered several advantages. The eggs were protected inside the mother, reducing the risk of external predators or environmental hazards causing their destruction. Additionally, live birth ensured that offspring were nourished and cared for before entering the outside world. If Dunkleosteus followed a similar strategy, it might have birthed live, young, fully formed miniature versions of itself. These juveniles would have been equipped to hunt and defend themselves from the moment of birth, carrying on the legacy of their fearsome parents. After birth, the youngsters likely stayed in shallower waters or nursery zones until they grew large enough to venture into open waters, where the true terrors of the deep awaited them. Fossil record and scientific significance. Fossils of Dunkleosteus have been discovered across the globe, predominantly in North America, Europe, and Northern Africa, pointing to a wide distribution in shallow, warm marine environments. These fossils provide a glimpse into the anatomy and behavior of this prehistoric beast, allowing scientists to reconstruct its jaw, mechanics, musculature, and even behavior. For instance, researchers have used these fossils to perform biomechanical simulations, determining its bite strength and speed, showing how it was able to deliver bone-crushing blows in mere milliseconds. Studying Dunkleosteus has shed light on the evolution of vertebrate jaws and the development of powerful biting mechanisms. It serves as a model species for understanding predator-prey relationships in prehistoric ecosystems, revealing how its predatory prowess shaped the biodiversity of its time. Deciphering the secrets held within Dunkleosteus fossils helps piece together the intricate web of life during the Devonian, an era that witnessed the rise of terrestrial vertebrates and laid the foundation for the complex ecosystems we see today. Through the study of this uninspiring creature, scientists continue to unravel the mysteries of the past and gain a deeper appreciation for the evolutionary processes that have shaped our planet. Extinction. around 358 million years ago, Dunkleosteus met its demise along with countless other marine creatures during the late Devonian mass extinction. This catastrophic event, one of the largest in Earth's history, wiped out an estimated 70 to 80% of marine life. The exact cause remains debated, but likely included dramatic climate change. Oceanic anoxia, lack of oxygen, rising sea levels, asteroid impacts, or massive volcanic activity. These changes drastically altered the Earth's environment, creating conditions so hostile that even the mighty Dunkleosteus couldn't survive. As the oceans became less hospitable, the reign of the ocean's nightmare came to an abrupt end. Its extinction marked the end of the placoderm dynasty and the rise of cartilaginous fish like sharks, which would eventually dominate marine ecosystems for the next hundreds of millions of years. Despite its colossal size, immense power, and dominant position in the Devonian ecosystem, Dunkleosteus couldn't withstand the forces that shaped the planet. Its extinction serves as a reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet's history and the fragility of even the mightiest creatures. Legacy of a sea monster today, Dunkleosteus continues to captivate our imagination.